Hello, I am Amy Jenkins from the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the winners of the third annual Prince George's County Memorial Library System Poetry Contest. This year, our theme was Joy to the Word. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing with you the wonderful participants, winners, and judges of this year's contest. My first judge is Patrice Smith. Patrice is a lifelong resident of the DC area, a long-term educator and astute observer of the human condition that has melded her experiences to become both a poet and a spoken word performer. Patrice is the ultimate educator, having worked every level from kindergarten through college and taught both English and non-English students. As a mentor teacher, she has used her vast experiences to train the next generations of teachers. After years of professional achievement, Patrice is fortunate enough to have transformed her profession into her passion. In 2016, she released her first collection of poetry, Iris Eyes, Poetry for the Mind, Heart, and Soul. The collection is the culmination of a lifetime of aspirations and inspirations and experiences. Patrice's first publication was quickly followed by a second volume, The Drum That Calls, and later Visions and Voices, a collection of poems and music from the two books. One of the greatest joys for Patrice's career has been to share her poetry and spoken word in performances throughout the area. She has previously presented at the State of Maryland's Reading Conference, Prince George's County African American Museum and Cultural Arts Center, the Wright Women's Book Festival, and Busboys and Poets, among other venues. Patrice has been inspired by interactions with other poets. As such, she is proud to be a member of the Glow Poets. Given her vast experiences as an educator, poet, and performer, it is no wonder that Patrice is sought after as a drama coach and poetry judge. Patrice is proud to serve as a judge in the State of Maryland's Literacy Association, Young Poetry Compilation, as poetry coordinator team member for the 2021-2022 Coalition for African Americans in the Performing Arts. Patrice's poetry and performances exude passion, compassion, and power. Read her work and you'll understand why she has been given the moniker Poetic Lady. Okay. Patrice, can you go ahead and give a little shout out to yourself so people can see you on the screen?
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I am Patrice Smith and very glad to be here and was delighted to be a judge in this year's contest for the PG County Library. I'm looking forward to hearing all of your poetic expressions today, and I hope that we have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrice. And our second judge, second but not last judge, is Aressa. Aressa, retired assistant professor of English at Anne Arundel Community College. She is also a teacher consultant, creative writing presenter, and poet. Professor Aressa is an active member of Pen in Hand, Poetry Times Hunger, and Poetry Nation. Equally important, the poet accepts the new role as a literary leader for the Prince George's County Arts and Humanities Council, the Wright Women's Book Fest, Poet Laureate. In the 6th grade, the aspiring message maker wrote her first book of poems to earn a Girl Scout badge for creative writing. Today, Aressa has 3 self-published books entitled Soft Shadows, The Penny Finder, and the most recent, Pancakes and Chocolate Milk. Her inspiring poems strike universal notes about families and friends, resilience and hope. Aressa believes that poems are word snapshots of our experiences. Moreover, she defines poetry as word music. The word weaver enjoys walking at Schoolhouse Pond, journaling and interpreting dreams. Other interests are reading short stories, posing poll questions, and sky watching. A good day for Aressa includes morning meditation, afternoon tea, and if possible, a nap. The poetress is the proud mother of Aaron Coley, and grateful grandmother of Dr. Aressa Coley. Without further ado, Aressa, could you just wave so everybody can see who you are? That's wonderful. Thank you two so much for being judges in this year's contest. I hope you had a lot of fun and were exposed to wonderful works of poetry of all ages. So without further ado, I'm going to turn our poetry reading over. And what I thought I would do first, if we could start with our youngest poets, Mary and Lydia, did you want to go first?
Here, Mary.
The swing of joy. The swing is sailing, the swing is rising, the swing is falling, the swing is going back and forth, forward, flying like a bird, backward like a weightless blackfoot. I glide like a flying squirrel, whooshing and whizzing, legs pumping faster, higher. Then I whirl off the swing, flip in the air, and then twirl down to a perfect, joyful landing.
Thank you so much for sharing your poem. That's wonderful. We got a snap.
Here, Lydia.
Okay, who's gonna be next?
Here's Lydia.
All right, Lydia.
Idle first.
My old elm is way above the beetles, the ants, and all the other trees. The curves of my mouth rise higher, higher as I climb. I'm at the top of my old elm. Oh, the joy inside of me when I'm at the top of my old elm.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay. How about Naomi?
The bird watcher's joy. The bird watcher watches the bird. His tail flicks back and forth. He hunts always without a word, without ever setting forth. He could try to catch a robin, could he ever catch the door? He keeps on pacing, ever happy, though he must wait forevermore. The watcher's eyes are behind glass, though it's not a binocular scope. Are smiles on his furry face, or is this some silly hope? Though he will never catch a thing and cannot say a word, fellow finds joy in just watching. The bird watcher watches the bird.
Okay. Let's see. Tian?
Okay. Joyous summer, a pull if you see it, a breeze, the bright green leaves, yours, mine, friends new and old, hot cocoa on a cold winter day or night. Jump, spring, dance, go. With your friends, you laugh and are filled with joy, and you are happy. Joyous joy, joyous summer.
Nice.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's see. Camille, I know you're not feeling well. Did you want me to read your poem, Camille? Or did you want Mom to read your poem?
I mean, I'd be fine with reading it too.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you're ready, go ahead and share your poem.
Joy is so abstract yet solid. It's there, even if at first you have to dig. You can find joy in the simplest things. Joy, your ice cream cone in the summer, your tongue trying to catch all the drips. How at night the sun sinks below the horizon, then comes back bold and bright every single morning. Joy is not looking back or looking forward. Joy is right here, right now. On this chaotic Sunday morning, there is joy. Joy is calm. Joy is like the eye of a hurricane, except it's always there. Always. One last word. Joy is home.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think next on our list probably is Mia.
Joy. Joy is a pot of pure happiness, just beginning to bubble over. It's finding something special, a shiny penny, tiny ladybug, or bright green four-leaf clover. In luck itself or positivity, in good fortune, success, or kind thoughts, joy is found anywhere an open mind has sought. Mix sincere intent and honest action, along with humble appreciation, to make a grand recipe for joyous moment creation.
Nice.
Myself off mute. Very good. Okay. Now if we go up, let's look at Elizabeth. Would you like to share your poem?
Title is The Joy is in the After Party. The joy is in the after party. Balloons still dangle. Some have popped. Anticipation over. Floor now needs a mop. Sticky soda. Cheeto crumbs. Trails of juju. The joy is in the after party. I've got all the memories. The joy is in the after party. Half-drunk bottles, empty cans. Plates licked clean and plates still full. Pile them all up in my hands. Bouncy house now. You couldn't hear me?
No, Elizabeth, can you repeat your poem again? I'm sorry, I got some background noise.
Okay, yes, sorry. All right, the joy is in the after party. The joy is in the after party. Balloons still dangle, some have popped. Anticipation over. Floor now needs a mop. Sticky soda, Cheeto crumbs, trails of jujubes. The joy is in the after party. I've got all the memories. The joy is in the after party. Half-drunk bottles, empty cans, plates licked clean and plates still full, pile them all up in my hands. Bouncy house now still. The band has stopped its play. The joy is in the after party. What an amazing day. The joy is in the after party. Tablecloths all stained. The yard is covered in colors. Silly string must have rained. Now silent, children's laughter only echoes in my head. The joy is in the after party while I drop myself in bed.
Thank you so much. That was so wonderful. I love that. Okay, how about we next go to Monique?
Good afternoon. I'm at a convention center, so I hope I'm loud enough and you can hear everything I'm saying. Okay. Thanks for having me. Print potpourri. The scattered remnants of a word-filled weekend. A family tree with a new limb featuring a fresh cousin. next to Daddy's framed Stevie Wonder autograph, the excited scribbles in Sissy's STEM journal, hers the only female name on the class roster, 7 barbecue encrusted medieval times menus, the night a night called Mama, a fair maiden, crinkled fortunes from free cookies that made us content for 6 consecutive seconds, the familiar ingredients of my cocoa butter, as dependable as my daughter's alphabet stencils. Some of the print is sodden, faded, temporary, but will remain bold in my mind for many Mondays.
Thank you so much, Monique, for sharing your poem. That was absolutely fabulous. Let's see here. Anthony, how about you?
Hi, you all. Thank you for having me. So my name is Anthony Hillian Jr., and I will be performing for you all my poem, Adam's Faith. When the Siberian traps erupted under my feet, the climate of the atmosphere drastically changed. The acid rain drowned me, CO2 foreclosed on my lungs, mass destruction buried my spirit under indescribable heat. While the living body was held captive by great dyings, I wandered through many grim valleys, plagued with sickness and pandemonium, delicate hearts struck with such immense fear. Oh, but with a faith the size of the atom, atoms forming images as small as the mustard seed, earth kept orbiting around your power, and you delivered me from all destruction. Oh, wonderful star, what a celestial engineer you are indeed. You preserved my spirit within the dust. You taught me just how to persevere. The miraculous recipes you passed down to the ancestors caused me to develop new language. And oh, how the living land spoke words of radical devotion and conjured new life to appear. So I'm going to jump high and I'm going to clap my hands. I'll skip blissfully and let out a dazzling, vicious dance, singing a bold and joyful sound. It's because of the earth receiving your mighty power that the dead are no longer shackled to the ground. Oh, it's your splendid rays that turns all the uncertainty in my gloomy skies around. Oh, it's your unprecedented knowledge that molds the undiscovered fish deep in the Arabian Sea. It's because of the grace within your vision that I might one day have the opportunity to see what a wonderful star you are. I give you the highest glory. I thank you with 1,000 tongues continually. Oh, wonderful star, I know your awesome power has come to preserve my life throughout all eternity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anthony. That was awesome. Okay. Sharon, did you want to share a poem? Okay. How about Patrice?
I think Sharon was muted.
Oh, was she
like
muted?
was
Okay, wait a
reading.
minute. My apologies. My apologies. Hold on just a second, Sharon. Can you unmute? There you go. Sorry, Sharon.
That's okay. Thank you. So start over?
Yes, please.
Okay. Deposits. Nothing going on with COVID and the mortgage. March. Despite gale force winds, snowfall, raining ice, before I could get to my little garden bed to differentiate dormant from dead to weed, something quite beautifully purple burst forth fragrant from the earth. I don't know the name of the flower that's arrived at 16504, proclaiming all kinds of others to come, promising spring. But hyacinth, salvia, allium are here, and so am I, once more, one more time, so far, at least. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. All right. Patrice, if you want.
Yep, I have a short poem to share. Ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. The gift. Life is a lovely present, a very precious gift, carefully packaged and wrapped, a regal joy that's meant to covet, savor, and protect. And if not carefully watched and kept, will elusively slip away and vanish before you can appreciate its beauty and experience its fullest joy.
Thank you so much, Patrice. That was lovely.
Thank you.
And Aressa, did you want to conclude our shared poems?
Sure. Before I read though, I'd like to congratulate the winners of the contest, Joy to the Word. I love that theme. And to encourage you to keep on writing. All of the poems were engaging. It was really difficult to choose. Patrice and I had to really do some soul searching to get it right. But keep writing. They were beautiful, all of the poems. So it was difficult to judge. I'm going to read The Power of Purpose. Purpose is an inside job. No limits can be placed on you. Armed with will, might, and trust, the vision you nourish comes true. Look beyond what seems to be. Appearances deceive and misguide. Diligence and your heart's desire engenders wisdom, power, pride. Purpose is a measuring stick. It provides a sense of direction. Make a move toward your goal with confidence, faith, and affection. The power of purpose propels you, inspires the greatness within, aligns your path to achievement, and prompts the soul to ascend.
Wow, that was amazing. Amazing. I wanted to tell everybody thank you so much for participating in this contest. To know that this contest was sponsored by the Friends of the Upper Marlboro Library. They were very generous in providing with small gift cards to the winners. It comes from them. So we want to give a big praise to the Friends of the Upper Marlboro Library. But as you know, April is National Poetry Month. So starting towards the end of March, I'm going to start getting ready for the next year's contest. So you can't ask me because I don't know what the theme is yet, but continue to keep those creative juices flowing. I want to thank Patrice and Aressa once again and the poet community. And just to let you know, the library system has started their summer reading program. The unofficial launch is happening today. And it's from birth to age 117 or 118, we'll let you begin the program. It's free. And what's interesting for adults this year, that there's a book crawl that goes to several locations in the county so that adults can participate as well. And there's lots of different events at the Upper Marlboro Library. We're going to get very wet. We're having a splash party one day, water balloon fight. It's going to be lots of fun, but you can check out summer reading and register at any of the branches and attend events in any location because they are free. So I want to thank everybody so much for joining us today. Thank you, poets, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great
Bye.
session.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Jeff.